Hello, my name is Dustin Klein, and this is my informative speech for Professor Adam Banks. According to the Brain Aneurysm Foundation, approximately 15% of people with a ruptured aneurysm die before reaching the hospital. My best friend that I really have grown to know ever since I've started working at a gas station outside of Gilbert, where I'm employed. Um, he really had a really good story, and I really felt like it would make this speech better if I explained it in a sort of a speech way. So um, I just want to tell you all about it and inform everyone. To know what an aneurysm is, or to read about an aneurysm, you have to know what it is. And neurologist Jessica Danson from the Lewis Gate Regional Health System is really good at explaining it. Over time, blood flow through the artery can cause a weakened wall to bulge and swell outward. Occasionally, pressure may cause the aneurysm to rupture and release blood into the skull around the brain. In 2015, my best friend, James McNew, was sitting around his home, and he gets up and does his routine every morning. He drinks a cup of coffee. Um, he gets up and drinks a cup of coffee, sits around with his family, and goes and takes a shower, and then he goes to work. Well, he got up and he went to the shower, and his wife heard him fall in the shower, and he had had an aneurysm rupture. And what makes this story so interesting is his chances that he had to live. I think is a miracle by the grace of God that he has no damage to his brain. The only thing that he has wrong with him that he said after that happened that he never did before is he has a slight stutter. But I do think that this is a very, 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 very lucky man to be alive and go through what he went through. It, it's incredible. Um, Our Health magazine wrote an article about him in 2015 called "Breathing the Silence of an Aneurysm." It He has become popular throughout the medical field world. His doctor told him that he shouldn't even be alive. He died on the operating table 3 times and was told that he didn't even have a chance to he didn't have a chance of living. They was getting ready to write the time of death, and he looked over, and all of a sudden he come back, and they revived him. But I don't know any person in this world that has survived a brain aneurysm rupture. My uncle, he had one and he died. I know a couple people outside of my family, they've had them and they've died instantly before they even make it to the hospital. This man actually lived through an aneurysm and survived, and I think that is a very important milestone. And I think we need to, as a community, understand aneurysms more because they happen quite often. 1 in 500 people have a chance of getting a brain aneurysm, and a brain aneurysm can really, really, really hurt somebody. It can kill you. It instantly kill you. You could just be, around the house doing whatever, and you could just flop over dead. And um, he told me about. I don't know if many people believe in God. I'm not trying to force a religion down anybody's throat in this class, but he told me what he's seen on the riverbank. He was on a riverbank, and he said it was the most beautiful place he'd ever seen. And he told me that there was this man that came up to him. It was the biggest man he'd ever seen, and he was on this horse, and he looked like a knight in shining armor. And he just told him, he said, "Sir, I can't go with you today. I have my family, And he's seen this. And with everything that he's been through, it's honestly, you can believe it or not, but it makes the story much better. He experienced so much, and to have a friend like him, go through that, I really, really acknowledge everything he's done. And he worked in the gas field for the most part of his life. And if it wasn't for him being in good physical health, that he probably wouldn't be here. And he really went through a lot. He went through a lot as a man. He almost lost his family, and I asked him, I said, James, do you want to change your life? Do you want to, become a better person, live for God? And he said, Dustin, I tried that once. He said, I tried it. He said, I tried living for God. He said, I knew that was a sign that God wanted me to live different. And he said that everything went bad for him. Nothing worked out. His family and everything just didn't work out for him. And he looked at me and he said something that I will never, ever forget. Live life. Have fun. God's got a plan for you. Just be yourself. I hope you enjoyed the speech. It really, really has. It's really hard to talk about because, I've been friends with him for so long, but I really hope you all enjoyed the speech. And if any of y'all do not believe in Christ, or, just sit back and just think. Just think about what I just told you, and hopefully something will sink in. But I wish you all the best. Have a good day, and thank you.